is Akiko Sudano at stampinginthemeadows.com in Downingtown, Pennsylvania, and I'm going to be making a card today with the softly sketched stamp set, and I'm going to be using the cotton balls, for my card today, and I'm going to also be making it with a card base of the new wild wheat in color and a panel of the inked Botanicals in crushed curry, and this is a panel with some leafy sprigs in the background there. It's a unusual color palette, but I think that it'll be nice for this card. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere the designer series paper to my card base, and I'm going to adhere it with directly to my card base with liquid glue. I'm going to ink up the cotton ball stamp with wild wheat ink. Let's get good coverage. And I'm going to stamp it on a panel of wild wheat cardstock. So it's going to be monotone wild wheat on wild wheat. Pretty. I'm going to give this a little bit of time to dry, and so while I am letting that dry, I'm going to stamp the sentiment. The sentiments that I'm going to be using are "Just Hope You Know," and then on the inside I'm going to stamp "How Amazing You Are, You Really Are." And I'm going to stamp that also in wild wheat, and I'm going to stamp the "Just Hope You Know" on a little strip of crushed curry. And I'm going to stamp it on the side, and then I'll cut some fishtail banners on the end there. Just hope you know. So I have a panel of basic white, and I'm going to trim the bottom with another strip of the designer series paper. So I'm going to stamp the sentiment just above in the bottom right-hand corner. So now my ink has had time to dry, and I'm going to color the cotton balls in the white watercolor pencils. And I'm just going to color the puffy part of the cotton, and it gives it some contrast with the dark cardstock background, and be pretty. And the color pencils give it a soft kind of a soft look, but highlights it, as opposed to like a gel pen, which is very good for specific spots. But this will give it a white all around. And you can take a look at it and see if you need some more. Just go in and add some more, but you can color it as much as you want. There. So now that I'm finished coloring, I'm going to adhere the cotton balls to a crushed curry panel, and I'm going to do this with liquid glue. Press that down good. So then the next thing that I did was use the leafy die from the Gloriously Made dies and cut a piece of the leafy vellum from the Vellum Basics and end up with this pretty die cut. And I'm going to adhere this to the card base with glue dots, just to give a little bit of contrast with the main stamped and colored panel. Going to adhere the glue dots to the back. Just to the areas here where the leaves kind of meet. And do it a little bit like this so that it's just kind of peeking out. Next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of wild wheat jute and I'm going to wrap it around my panel towards the bottom here and just tie a knot. I can move it up and down once I get it secure. So I'm going to, right now, just tie the knot and then figure out where I'm going to place it. There we go. And then I can move it around. I think I want it a little more to the side. So squish it over. There we go. And is that even? Yeah, I think that's good. I'm going to take another glue dot and I'm going to stick that under for a little security to keep it in place. I will trim the ends once I get it pulled together. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my fishtail banner in the side of my sentiment. I'm going to go in the middle, go up. If you've got a punch that does this, that's by all means go ahead and use that. This is just the old school way of doing things. There, a little bit more. Clean that up. There. And we will adhere this right here with another glue dot. Maybe a couple of glue dots. Keep that in place. There. And we'll adhere this with dimensionals, and I'll have my half dimensionals. Now let's adhere this to the card front and just kind of put it on straight. Once we've got this on, we can trim the ends of our knot here. There. And let's add some wild wheat stems to the card, just to decorate it. Let's put it right here. And then there. And there, the front of our card is done. Now let's adhere the Designer Series paper to the inside of our card. And I do that with liquid glue. And adhere the panel to the inside of the card with Stampin' Seal. I'll put this on the inside of the card. There. So this is the inside, and this is the front of our card. And that's it. It's a monotone made with the pretty, softly sketched stamp set. Thanks so much. Have a great day.